Labdien! Sveicināti interneta televīzijā, un šodien mēs turpinām ciklu, kas tiek realizēts projektā Daudzpusīgi risinājumi Sabiedrības izglītošanai, integrācijai nr.2, ko organizēja Biedrības Patvērums, Drošā, māja. Šī projekta ietvaros mēs esam jau intervējuši un intervēsim 20 trešo valstu piederīgos. Līdz ar to, tas, ko mēs gribam izdarīt šajā projektā, mēs gribam paskatīties uz Latviju ar citu cilvēku acīm. Kā viņi jūtās šeit, kā viņi nejūtās šeit, kādas ir problēmas, kas viņus uztrauc, kas viņus neuztrauc. Un līdz ar to tas, ko mēs esam paredzējuši šajā projektā, atrast 20 cilvēkus no 20 dažādām valstīm, kas atbilst statusam trešo valstu pilsoņu, kas dzīvo attiecīgi Latvijā. Tas, ko šajā gadījumā es gribētu aicināt jūs skatītājus, vai jūs skatāties mūs pašlaik tiešraidē, vai mūs skatīties pašlaik ierakstā, es gribētu aicināt vienkārši sūtiet, ja gadījumā jūs zināt kādu interesantu cilvēku, kurš dzīvo Latvijā, kurš nav Latvijas valsts pilsonis, un kurš nav Eiropas Savienības valsts pilsonis, tad dodiet ziņu uz šajā gadījumā vai nu griežoties Patvērumā Drošas mājas vai Baltijas reģionālajā fondā. Un līdz ar to, saņemot šo informāciju, mēs šo cilvēku uzaicināsim uz interviju un nointervēsim. Un šodien mēs, tātad, kā es teicu, turpinām šo pārraidi, un mēs šodien sarunāsimies jau ar mūsu studijas viesi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, could you tell who are you? A little bit introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Dono.
Dono.
Yes. And I'm from Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
I came to Latvia previous year. It's just a bit more year.
1 year ago.
Yeah, 1 year ago on March.
Yeah.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm master's student at tourism management.
Oh, tourism.
Yeah, at Drošā University.
Mm-hmm.
So I started my second year master's study.
Okay, it's interesting. And what is your story? Why you choose Latvia?
Oh, actually, I don't have really exact answer for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have like different options before coming there,
Yes.
and I went to the agency,
Yeah.
and they recommended me Latvia.
Yes. What was the argument?
The first reason was, of course,
Price?
The price. Yeah, affordable prices. Like
Yeah.
there are living expenses are kind of normal, and also tuition fees is cheaper
Mm-hmm.
comparing to other countries.
Yeah.
And also compared to my country as well.
Really?
And there are a lot of Uzbek people here, and there are a lot of students, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
They also recommended me. Yeah.
Okay, and what was, if I understand correctly, from is that your Uzbek colleagues give advice before you arrived here? Yes. What kind of advice they give you?
And they said that it's like quite good education.
Yeah.
And, first of all, it's safe country,
Mm-hmm.
quiet, and for us, for Uzbek people, it's not difficult because we know Russian language as well. So
Yeah.
that's it.
That's it. Yes, and okay, and when you first time arrived here, could you let's say remember what was exactly, let's say,
Yeah. Of course,
your feeling?
Yeah, but my feeling when I was coming, I just expected something like totally different.
Yeah.
From
Tashkent?
From Tashkent. I was ready to the culture shock even, but it wasn't happened. Actually, when I came, when I entered the room, there were a lot of like Uzbek people, and they were talking in Uzbek and Russian, and even like people other countries were talking Russian. So it is kind of usual thing for me. So I didn't feel any culture shock here.
Yeah. Okay, it's the next.
The next thing is, yeah, it was quite okay.
what do you mean quite okay? In this case, it's in these words I feel that something was not okay for you. Maybe it's
No, everything.
okay, but it's interesting also. Let's say what was maybe let's say opposite side. Maybe you had some not very comfortable maybe in some situations, etc. Or
About comfortable situation, of course, the thing is I don't know Latvian language, so
yeah.
at the streets, even in the university, there are a lot of advertisements are all in Latvian, so
Yeah.
it was difficult for me to understand what was written here.
Yeah, yeah.
Thing is, yeah, I don't know Latvian.
Oh, you don't know. And what is your, let's say, feeling? Is it easy to survive in Latvia
Yes.
without?
Yeah, it was much easier to survive than I expected,
Yeah,
and I adapted easily.
easily. Yeah. Okay. And you also, let's say, learning a little bit Latvian, or it's not necessary for you?
Latvian,
You know some words.
yeah, of course. I
You know,
some
yes?
words. Yeah, I know some words now.
Okay, okay, it's good. And could you, let's say, tell also, maybe, let's say, if somebody also would ask you, let's say, that he or she would like to come to Latvia for study or for living, etc., etc., what kind of advice, let's say, for preparation for going to Latvia, what they should take into account?
Okay, like the first thing that I always advise to my friends who are coming to Latvia is about weather. So weather is quite cold for us, for Asian people.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are long winters here
Mm-hmm.
in Latvia. So I would worry about weather. Then, what else? And you, of course, being ready for every kind of kind of culture shock. Not culture shock. I'm not sure for Uzbek people it would be some kind of culture shock. But I would recommend to learn Latvian language.
Yeah.
Because I understand that Latvian people are too concentrated on their language. They
Mm-hmm.
kind of how to say they love their language.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
respect.
Mm-hmm.
So and what else?
What else? Yeah.
Yeah, what else?
Okay, and in this case, also it's also interesting to understand that you've had, I suppose, some not relations, but some personal experience with our bureaucracy, starting with all this visa issue, all with this
Yes.
this issue. Could you, let's say, describe this process?
Like about visa.
Visa, not a visa, but usually in your case you need also this
A residence permit.
resident permit, yes.
Yeah, I applied for residence permit.
Yes, it was easy. Please could you, let's say, explain, because this is also interesting, let's say, for case-to-case
Yeah.
experience, because sometimes we are listening to some very interesting things. And
Okay.
what was your experience with this?
In my experience, it wasn't quite difficult for me. I did it through agency. So
Yeah.
my agency helped me in every procedure, and I applied for a residence permit. But the thing is, I waited a long period.
Mm-hmm.
I paid for 5 working days, but in fact I waited for about a month.
Months, yeah.
About a month, yeah, to get the results from
Mhm.
residence, immigration office. Then, yeah, I applied to the visa,
Mm-hmm.
the embassy, and I had a little interview. But in my case, it was easy because I had IELTS and I have quite well English
Mm-hmm.
language skills.
Yeah.
So I easily passed the interview and got visa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's it.
And let's say in Latvia you have no chance, let's say, to with all this immigration office, let's say, to speak or have some kind of deals with them. You hadn't. No. Okay, in this case, you just let's say to receive one time this resident. Yes. In this case.
Yeah, and then I prolonged my residence permit.
Yes, it was also complicated or not?
2 months ago. No, it wasn't complicated, but yeah, I had a problem with my bank because I have accounts from my own bank in my own country, But they don't accept the copy of like, documents, and I have problem with transferring money to the bank account here.
This was a problem.
Because in Uzbekistan we don't have internet banks. So,
Really?
Yeah, so transferring money is really.
It sounds interesting.
Because in order to get the document, we need to go back to our country and bring.
In this case, you had
Those kind
this problem. Okay, and in this case, and with your universities, there are no problem, language problem, bureaucracy problems. How could you describe, let's say, this learning system in Latvia and in Uzbekistan? Maybe this is something.
Learning system in Latvia and Uzbekistan is actually totally different.
Yeah,
totally,
could you explain where is the difference?
Because about differences, I can tell about the experience of my friends, because for me it wasn't difficult as I studied at Westminster International University at the British system. So
in this case it's
in that case I don't have any difficulty about the system, and but
for your colleagues from Uzbekistan?
From my colleagues it was really difficult. Even like passing 1 year, 2 years, after 2 years it was kind of difficult to adapt system. And for them it's totally different system, and the thing is they are not guided correctly.
This is a university responsibility.
Of course, it's university's responsibility, and the same thing as I said, like everything is in Latvian language, almost everything in university, so it's difficult for
it's very hard
foreigners
to follow, let's say.
to follow the rules, and they always say we have like internet system called BATIS. They always say, look at BATIS, everything is written here. When students go to ask something, they say, go to BATIS, everything is written here, read from there. So
and you could not find it, say, in this internet system, or you could find?
We can find, but
with some problems.
For foreigners it's completely different system. So at the beginning they should be guided somehow. Okay,
in this case I could, let's say, if I understand correctly, in this case we are not yet prepared for students, maybe very well.
Maybe some things should be maybe improved. I don't know,
for instance, what else?
For instance, some kind of orientation programs for foreigners, 1 week or 2 week orientation programs to adapt like to
adoption
the
environment,
or education system.
In this case, there are no such type of adoption programs. Let's say you started from the first day as a tourism, and that's it.
From the first day we start studying. But I think like before studying, there should be some kind of orientation program which introduces the study system and the environment.
Yes, and the question, what is also other suggestions how to improve students' life here in Latvia?
And I also suggest that students should, universities should provide free Latvian courses for foreigners.
Do you have interest, let's say, to attend such type of courses?
I have interest in my university. For master's students, we don't have free courses. We have courses, but they are paid.
They're paid courses.
Paid course.
Is it expensive?
For students, it is expensive.
And in this case, this could be, let's say, a much more better situation if such type of courses will be available.
Of course.
And there are also maybe some kind of e-learning methods for Latvian language available, or there are no e-learning methods?
I searched on the internet, but I couldn't find any effective, let's say, course.
Effective course?
Yes.
And in this case, there are no, let's say, e-learning courses?
Maybe there are.
Maybe there are, but you couldn't find it. Yes, and by the way, you told that there are big Uzbek community here.
Yes, there are.
Could you describe how big it is and about, let's say, how you organize your, let's say, Uzbek community, let's say, live here in Latvia?
Yeah, there are a big Uzbek community, and I don't know the amount,
Yeah.
but like a lot of Uzbek students in the hostel, and we are friends. We live like a family, and we prepare foods together.
Oh, plov.
Yeah, plov, our national food.
Yeah.
Together.
And every week you are going to some Uzbek restaurant in Riga, because there are a lot of Uzbek restaurants here.
Not every week, but yeah.
Yeah, this is typically that you are spending time.
Yeah.
And you also have the contacts with, let's say, okay, Uzbeks who are living, let's say, not only for study purposes, but let's say who are living, let's say, much more longer here. You have also such type of contacts.
No, I have contacts only with
Just with the students, yeah, just with the students, yeah. And in this case, this communication, let's say, goes through the internet, or let's say how you are communicated, because, or you, let's say,
For
living
example, in the hostel or inside the university, face-to-face communication.
yes, face-to-face, yeah.
But
there are a lot of other, let's say, high schools,
students,
yes,
yeah,
there are
for
also
example,
other high schools.
Riga Technical University, there are a lot of my friends. They contact, yes, of course, by internet.
Yeah,
And
Facebook
then
or Contact or what is?
Facebook and WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Contact. And then we meet, we like celebrate our holidays. Recently
Yeah.
we celebrated Navruz, our national holiday,
Yeah.
in Baltic Academy.
Oh, Baltic Academy. And by the way, let's say, are you celebrating also some Latvian holidays or not? No.
Holidays.
No.
Really?
No, it's interesting, yeah. No. Okay, in this case. And if I understand correctly, let's say, going back, let's say, to the question to this state bureaucracy, is that your suggestion is that if people would like to come to study, they should use some kind of agency who would, let's say,
Yes.
who would, let's say, solve all this problem.
Yes.
It was expensive or not expensive? Just comparing, let's say.
No, it's normal, not so expensive. And
Not so expensive.
not cheap.
It was not cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, it is not cheap.
It was not cheap. And in this case, let's say, because we are, let's say, speaking with some also students who try, let's say, to do themselves, and of
Yeah.
course it was absolutely different stories about the crazy world of bureaucracy and etc. But in this case, in your case, let's say, you
Yeah.
solve this problem, let's say, in such way. Okay, and with the tourism, what is your, let's say, next steps after, let's say, when you graduate, let's say, at this university?
Yeah,
What you expecting to do? Yeah,
I want to work, of course, in tourism sphere in the hotel.
in hotel, yeah,
In hotel.
in Tashkent or Bukhara or where, or in somewhere else in Europe, maybe.
Of course, first I will go back to my country,
Yeah.
but I have like plans. I want to work maybe in Dubai and Malaysia, because their tourism is really good.
Yeah.
So maybe, yeah.
In Malaysia or
in Dubai.
Dubai?
Yeah.
Not in Uzbekistan. So.
Well, yeah, I have to think about it.
Yeah, but okay, we also, it's a growing industry, tourism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay, thank you very much for interview,
Yeah.
and good luck in your study.
Thank you for it too.
Okay.